Kaylee and Megan are nominated for eviction, but Kaylee holds the golden power veto. Will she use it? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake 6 Hockey Sticks.
Let's go! Side step right left to my beat. Right up to my beat. I like the moon rocking me, baby. Know that I got that heat. Let me show you 'cause talk is cheap. Side step right left to my beat. Get it, let it roll. Cool light, cool shade, and you know we don't stop. Highlight, ain't no. You been like, oh my God, we gon' make the rocket easy. We gon' make it bounce in his head. Hotter, sweeter, cooler, butter. Get it, let it roll.
Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 6 Hockey Sticks. It's day 6 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Joe is the head of household, giving the Eastern Conference boys safety for the week. He nominated Kaylee and Megan for eviction, but Kaylee won the Golden Power Veto in the Big Brother Soda Pop Golden Power Veto competition. Will she use it? We'll find out shortly. But first, I will say I'm very appreciative of everybody being so very nice and kind regarding the first competition. Everybody loved it and said good comments. It was very refreshing compared to last season on All-Stars, where every competition was like, "Oh, that was luck-based. Oh, that was stupid. You're a cunt." I was like, literally, I could have made the All-Stars do an IQ test, and they would have said that was luck-based. So it was but yeah, no, so everybody was really nice. I enjoyed this competition. It still amazes me that in Season 6 I'm able to come up with new material and not just recycle everything over and over again. So yay! Okay, so also I bumped into Lynn from Season 3 at work, and she goes, "Why didn't you make you a t-shirt for this season?" And I'm like, "Lynn, like, it's hockey. Like, a hockey jersey, like that's good enough. Like that's going to be the official what I wear for the season." "No, you should have made me make you a t-shirt. It's much more people recognize my work more, and then they like to then they call me for business." Like, Lynn, like, no, like anyway, so let's now quickly discuss. I do want to point out that for the next 48 hours, from now until the first eviction, I'm going to give a grace period for those of you who have not added me to any 3-person group chats / alliances. Because there are still about, I'm going to say 4 off the top of my head. 1, 2... 3, 4, 5. There's about 5 people that are still not in any group chat or alliance chat, and I find that hard to believe on day 6. So you have until Wednesday to add me to any group chat, because if after Wednesday I find out about a group chat that exists that it did not add me, like I said, the penalty is you cannot compete in any head of household up to and including the week of the final 6. And all it takes is for you to piss off one person in your alliance and rat you out. So I would, like, on their way out, like if you betrayed them and they're on their way out, they add me to the chat as they're getting evicted. That would suck. Okay. Marcin wanted some house updates when he commented on the episode of Extra Whip. First of all, that episode of Extra Whip. So Brazil was high. Nicole was tired. I was sick. So considering that, the 3 of us did our absolute best to power through, but we were all like on life support basically from a health standpoint. There will be a much better show this week, I promise. But and I am actually starting to feel better, thankfully. Hallelujah. Thank you, everyone, for all your warm wishes. Where was I going with this? Oh, so Marcin wanted some actual house updates. Well, so far, everybody's being really nice to each other and is getting along really well and discussing all the usual icebreaker topics, which is nice. But Season 6 is on track. We're 2 days away from the eviction from being the first season that did not have a fight week 1. We came kind of close. It didn't really count, where Jit was talking about how he's into superhero movies, James Bond, action sci-fi flicks. And then Judy puts in the gif of Austin Powers going, "Nerd alert." But then she said, "Just kidding." he obviously didn't see that and said, watching movies is not nerdy. Nerds are real people too. All lives matter. Without nerds, we wouldn't have smartphones and this virtual game. And then she just reinforced she was just kidding. So that doesn't really count. But season 1 had drama between Renmal and Debbie. 2 had, well, Charlene and everybody. But also Ashley and Raven. There was a lot in season 2. Season 3, I think Chad and Charlene went at it week 1. Season 4 was Ashley and Lynn. And then season 5 was Rai and Charlene. And also Dylan got into it with Curtis, I think, once he was nominated. So every season had drama week 1. We're 2 days away from this being the first season to not. Not that we necessarily need the drama, but it is interesting that everybody's getting along. I think what made it very difficult this week for Joe was having to make now 3 nominations where there wasn't really an obvious first boot. Like, there wasn't anybody who sort of stuck out like a sore thumb and said or did something really stupid to warrant getting on the block. Like Charlene saying, I'm anti-vax last season, right? She went from being completely invisible to gone unanimously, just like that. So we'll see how this week pans out, but it was tough for Joe, and I think it was tough for everybody because there just wasn't that obvious first person. House guest, last thing before we get to the veto ceremony. So tomorrow, for the first time, you will be casting your votes to evict. Polls will open at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and close at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. You must, as per always is the rule in Big Brother Cheesecake, you must privately message me your vote, and you must vote in the format, I vote to evict, name. Which this season is especially funny because we saw the entire summer of Derek Frazier on Big Brother 23, constantly going into the diary room going, I e-vote Brent, I cast to evict Tiffany. And he did that almost every single week. So it is critical that you cast your vote in the format, I vote to evict name, or I will reverse your vote. And that did make a difference once in season 2 and led to a big hullabaloo. So you're all adults. It's very, very simple. You just have to type I vote to evict 4 words and then the name of the person you want to evict. Alumni voting will also be open 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. I think that's about it. Yeah. So it's time now to get to the Golden Power of Veto ceremony. I'm Caitlin, and I've been nominated for eviction next to Megan. Megan, I'd like to give you this opportunity to tell me why I should use the Golden Power of Veto to save you. Hi, I'm Megan. I'm cute as a button. But don't cross me or I'll get my mother to publish an article at the CBC that you're a cunt. I have a new dog, Oscar, and that takes up a lot of my time. So I totally don't expect you to use the Golden Power Veto to save me. But if you do, that would be really exciting. Thanks for your time. Okay, thank you, Megan. This was a tough week for everybody because, especially me, because I was moving. And I think that's what got me off to a wrong foot. But luckily I won this Golden Power Veto, and I've decided to use the power of veto on myself, because I would like to keep playing, and I refuse to pull a Marcel/Jetson move. Thank you. Joe, since I have vetoed one of your nominations, you will have to name a replacement nominee. Thank you, Caitlin, and congratulations on winning the Golden Power of Veto. In one moment, my smorgasbord will load with what I wanted to say. As you all know, there are only 6 house guests I can choose from, and so this is a very difficult decision. Seriously, what is happening to Messenger? It will not load. Perhaps I will check my cellular data device. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Here we go. Congratulations, Kately, on winning the power of veto. Unfortunately, I have to name a replacement nominee. I've thought long and hard, long and hard, long and hard about it, and after having some conversations, my renom is going to be Amy. This is what I feel is best for my game right now. With that, this golden power veto ceremony is adjourned. Amy or Megan, who will be evicted? Watch tomorrow as they plead their case to stay in the game, and we will learn the rules to the next Head of Household competition. And Wednesday is the first live eviction of the season and Head of Household competition, where the first house guests will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 6 house, fail to clinch a spot in the playoffs, and lose their shot at the $600 cash prize. I'm Andrew Chefs of Moonvest. Take care, and remember, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Good night.